Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to talk about my research, is student perceptions of difficulties in the thesis development process. The agenda is an introduction, the background, the methodology, the results, and conclusions. The students in engineering careers are focused on their professional future. But one of the most important academic achievements for many university students is obtain the degree that requires the development of an extensive research project in the form of a writing thesis. Writing thesis is a contribution to knowledge. The universities implement a lot of strategies in order to facilitate the achievement, such as the inclusion of research-related course. Background: graduation rates for research degree remain low. Several constraints discourage students for completing their research project. The syndrome is called all but thesis. The studies identify numerous problems, for example, discipline, dedication, motivation, responsibility, time, recruit, and self-motivations. But few students address the difficulties that the students face during the phases of the thesis development process. The phases are idea, introduction, theoretical framework, methodology, and execution. Factors: institutional factors, individual factors, organizational factors, academic factors, economic, vocational factors, include psychological factors. Then, in this research, I want to answer 3 questions. Is there a significant difference in difficulties with thesis development based on a student's gender? Is there a significant difference in difficulties with thesis development based on student cycles? Do students face any difficulties with the activities that they perform during the thesis development process? Well, the methodology is a quantitative research, is non-experimental, is transversal. The population is pre-graduate students of last cycles, four last cycles. Career systems engineer, the instrument used for this research, the complex alpha for the constructs were good. First, I evaluate the normal distribution test by gender. No? In this case, 3 groups of family have a significant value. Then is a normal distribution. Therefore, only one of the groups does not show a normal distribution when the test of difference, I use the Mann-Whitney test. Respect to evaluation of the normal distribution test by cycle, 4 cycles in each phase for the idea and introduction phase, neither of 7 or 8 cycle groups follow a normal distributions. Then, about the results, comparisons by gender. I found there is no significant difference that difficulties in thesis development of the students. But in comparison of difficulties by study cycle, I found difference in introduction and idea phase, but in the other phase, not in theoretical framework, not in methodology, not in execution. Usually the students know what to do, but the problem is when they start the research, because it's the first time that they conduct a research. It's the first time in undergraduate students. When the students were asked about their difficulties, they comment they have time requirements. Why? Because the students, they students in a private university. In some cases, they have to work in order to pay the pension of university. Other difficulties, student commitment is another factor to help the student to be aware of the importance of carrying our research. Then it is necessary to organize and manage their time in a way que determine and respect their priorities. No, is to say manage the time is difficult for them because they share the research with aspects, family aspects, work, studies, and other factors. Then, as a conclusion, the non-parametric man-Whitney test show that there is no significant difference based on gender, but it's the same. But we apply a Kroskal-Wallis test in order to compare 4 groups, 6, 7 cycle until 10 cycle. There were no significant difference in difficulties report between the theoretical framework, methodological, and execution phase. But we found a statistic difference in the idea and introduction phase. The students highlight some factors that they feel had influenced their research performance. These factors are time management, responsibilities, the need to prioritize their task, and the commitment necessary to complete necessary research. As a future work, is necessary to develop a model to determine how the main factors about successful completion of the thesis in order to finish the thesis and increment the rate of graduates at university. Other is determine the course offered by Peruvian universities in engineering programs to improve research skills. That is all. Thank you very much.
May I comment? Where do you think the topic becomes clear? F10, yes, but F10. 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 I think yes.